Okay, so we're back with the remaining cards from the set. We're going to look at all of the colorless and lands and anything we haven't seen already. So let's get into it. We start with Aim Synthoids. 2 mana, 1/3, robot villain. When this creature enters, surveil 2. Okay, that's nothing special. Arc Reactor, 5 mana, improvise. Your artifacts can help cast this spell. Each artifact you tap after you're done activating mana abilities pays for 1. Okay, that's cool. This artifact enters tapped. And you tap it to add triple colorless, actually. Okay, so it's kind of like a Thran Dynamo. Captain America's Shield. 2 mana, indestructible equipment. Equipped creature gets +0/+8 and has vigilance. Whenever equipped creature attacks, tap target creature defending player controls. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. All right, Cosmic Cube. 5 colorless. Artifact has a ward of 2 colorless. Whenever you attack, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may cast a spell from among them with mana value less than or equal to the greatest power among attacking creatures you control without paying its mana cost. Put the rest of the bottom up in any order. Wow, that's pretty solid. Now you just cast any spell from the top of your library. Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Dependable Quinjet. 3 mana, 3/3, flying. Tap, add 1 mana of any color, and crew 4. Okay, so it's a crewable mana rock. That's kind of cool. Herbie Scout Unit. 4 for a 2/1, flying. When this creature enters, draw a card. Then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Iron Man armor. 3 colorless, equipment. When this equipment enters, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +2/+1 and flying. Pay 2. If this equipment isn't a creature, it becomes a 0/0 construct hero artifact creature with flying, and this creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. Oh, cool. Yeah, so you can activate it as a 1/1 if it's the only thing you got. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that. Shield Helicarrier. 4 colorless, 4/5, flying. When this vehicle enters, create 2 1/1 white soldier creature tokens. There's a crew cost of 6. That's kind of heavy. Super Adaptoid. 2 for a star 2 robot villain. Super Adaptoid's power is equal to the number of legendary creatures you control. Whenever Super Adaptoid enters or attacks, choose another target creature. If that creature has haste and Super Adaptoid doesn't, put a haste counter on Super Adaptoid. Do the same for flying, first strike, double strike, death touch, indestructible, lifelink, menace, reach, trample, and vigilance. Okay, so it just absorbs the keywords of your other creatures. Not too bad. And like a star 2 for only 2, that's pretty decent. I'm sure it can get shocked, but it's pretty cool. The 10 rings, 8 mana. That is a lot. Your maximum hand size is 10 because there's 10 rings. At the beginning of your end step, if you have fewer than 10 cards in hand, draw cards equal to the difference. Oh my goodness. I need a way to cheat that into play. That's a crazy card. Like 8 mana is a crazy amount of mana to spend on it, but that's a pretty cool card. All right, Ultron, Artificial Malevolence. Not artificial intelligence, artificial malevolence. All right, 3 mana, 2/4, robot villain. Whenever another non-token artifact you control enters, you may pay 2. If you do, create a token that's a copy of it. If the token isn't a creature, it becomes a 2/2 robot villain. Oh, that's pretty decent. For only 3 mana, that's actually pretty good. Ultron Drone. Artifact creature robot villain, 2/3, power up of 6. Put 2++1 counters on this creature and create a 2/2 robot. It's alright. Vibranium Energy Daggers. 1 mana, indestructible. Equipped creature gets +2/+2, and equip 3. That's interesting. It's just a common. The Vision. 4 colorless, 2/5, flying vigilance. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Solar Beam. The Vision gains double strike until end of turn. Density Control. The Vision gains indestructible until end of turn. Technopathy. Draw a card. So this is a card that kind of wants to be played with kind of like a Spellslinger deck. Yeah. Like a prowess style deck would definitely want this. Viv Vision Teen Synthezoid. So this is what Kid Vision. Okay, 3 colorless, 2/2 flying. Cybernetic senses. When Viv Vision attacks, draw a card if her power is 4 or greater. Okay, power up is 7. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on Viv Vision. Okay, so if you play her at 7, she automatically gets that ability. Yeah, so whenever she attacks, draw a card. Okay, yeah, it's all right. Really, really, really expensive. Okay, now we're getting to the lands here. So let's see if there's any good lands in this set. So we have AIM Labs. So, okay, so we have a cycle of gain lands, which is when this land enters, you gain life. It taps for 1 or other mana and enters tapped. So that's AIM Labs, Asgardian Citadel, Avengers Hangar. Then we have Avengers Tower. So it's an uncommon, taps for a colorless. You can tap, add 1 mana of any color, spend this mana only to cast a hero spell or to activate an ability of a hero source. For tap, look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a hero card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Then we have the Baxter Building. So this is the Fantastic Four Tower. So tap, add colorless. 4 tap, add 4 mana in any combination of colors, and 4 tap, draw a card, activate only if you control a creature with toughness 4 or greater. Yeah, so 4, 4, 4, and so 4s all the way down. Burnin Zana Plaza. Okay, so that's the gain land for white and green. Castle Doom. That art is very reminiscent of Castle Sanger from Homelands. Taps for colorless, or tap, add 1 mana of any color, spend this mana only to cast an artifact spell. 3 taps, sacrifice an artifact, create a 3/3 colorless robot villain artifact creature token named Doombot. Activate as a sorcery. That's pretty cool. Dark Fortress. This is add a colorless or add black or red. Activate only if this land entered this turn or if you control a basic land. Hey, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, so there's no this comes into play tapped nonsense. And it'll only add colorless unless you have a basic land. So that's good. I like that. Is there one for every color? It looks like there is. Oh, wait, no, that's Fisk Tower. That's the gain land. Gathering Place. Okay, so that's the one for white and green. Gleaming Bastion for white and blue. Hell's Kitchen, that's the gain land. Oh, come on. Load it up. There we go. Hidden Lair. Okay, so that's the one for Demir. Los Diablos Missile Base. That's the gain land. Gain land for Simic. Gain land for Izzet. Subterranean Cavern. That's the gain land for Golgari. Surveillance Room. When this land enters Surveil 1, add a colorless or pay 1, tap, add 1 mana of any color. It's not good. Training Compound. Okay, so that's the cool land for Gruul. Villainous Hideout. Really nice art on that. I like that. Add a colorless or tap, add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a villain spell or to activate an ability of a villain source. 3 tap, target villain you control connives. Ooh, that's good. That's really good. Also, I think that's better than the hero one. And then we have our basic lands. Avengers Tower, Baxter Building again. Okay, yeah, that is pretty solid. Okay, so out of this grouping here, obviously the new dual lands are something that you probably want to pick up if you're playing a lot of basic lands in your decks. If you're not playing basic lands, you probably have better things you can go for. But it couldn't hurt to get a few copies of those just to have them for certain decks. Let's see. Then we have Castle Doom. If you're playing like the Doombot strategy or just like villains in general, this is probably a good one to have. Let's see here. As far as the colorless cards, the Super Adaptoid's pretty cool, but you really have to build around it. The 10 rings would be good if you can cheat that into play. Let's see. The Arc Reactor could be good, just because it taps to add 3, and you can tap your other artifacts to help get into play. But yeah, out of all like the colorless cards, there really aren't a whole lot that really get me going. It's pretty much mostly the new dual lands. That's pretty much it. I'm not too worried about anything else here. So yeah, that's the rest of the cards. So we have fully seen the entire spoiler list for all of Marvel. So whether you are into Universes Beyond or not, that's going to be it. And that's the cards you're going to be seeing being entered into Standard in the next couple weeks. So, like it or not, we're about to see a bunch of superheroes and villains crawling up our craws in Standard. So, get ready for it. And go ahead and pick out some of your favorite cards and buy some singles. Buy some sealed product if you want to. I won't be buying any sealed product, but there are a few singles that I think I'll be picking up. So, in the comments below, why don't you give me a list of your favorite cards from the set? What cards are you really excited for? Let me know what you are going to be building. Are you going to be building a new deck out of the stuff from this set, or do you have existing decks that you may find one or two cool cards to build up with? So let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, take care of yourselves.